welcome back to episode 30. Probably shouldn't be swinging my sword in here. 33, I think this is, of Minecraft Survival. So, in between episodes, I've been pretty busy. I've also learned, I didn't really realize this, but in the new update, there's new villagers called, Toolsmiths. Yeah, and I've been needing some emeralds recently. Hold on, let me turn off auto jump. And I've been needing some emeralds recently, so I didn't realize this, but it turns out you can trade iron for emeralds, and if you remember, I have an iron farm in the spawn chunk, so I am getting a ton of iron for basically free. I used to be trading paper for emeralds, but there were two problems with that. One, I can get iron so much quicker than I can paper, and another plus is these guys can trade for diamond pickaxes. It's, I think, like a level 27, not 27, like 22 or 23. They'll randomly enchant an iron pickaxe, iron axe, and a shovel with a 23 level enchantment. So ideally, what you can get, the max one you can get, well, not the max, I think the max is something like Silk Touch, Efficiency 3, and Unbreaking 3, but the best one for me personally is Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 4 and Efficiency 3, and that is because that can instant break netherrack. So basically, you can turn 30 iron ingots into one Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3 pickaxe. And I've been doing this a little bit. So I have a trading pack. So I have 3 of these pickaxes. I have a villager, which is Efficiency 3 and Silk Touch, which is pretty good. But I just added Unbreaking, and I have a ton of emeralds. So this is kind of like my trading pack. So I have a ton of emeralds. So, but what I want to do in this episode is kind of get another general mob farm built. Now, why is there a chicken all the way out here? How did a chicken? Why is there a is this a baby? Oh my gosh, this, I don't know what. It's time for you to die. I don't know what's going on over here. Did I get the trident? I did get the trident. Okay, good. That's kind of funny. I've been needing a second trident, so that's kind of good. So, because I want this trident so I can put enchants on it, because my first trident I got is in the trophy room, and I would like to have a second one for just use. So, you know, I have built a passive, or a overworld passive, or a hostile mob farm, general hostile mob farm right here, which actually, I forgot to mention, but, I did actually disable it, because, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm actually running out of storage for all this, so I was planning on storing it in shulker boxes, but now I'm starting to run out of shulker boxes, so, yeah, now I turned it off, and also it was getting kind of annoying that I was picking up the items every single time I went down these stairs. So what I want to do in this episode is, is build or complete the nether tunnel leading to another mob farm, another general mob farm, and the general mob farms in the nether are 10 times more hard to build than in the overworld, because you have, you can't use water streams, because you can't use water in the nether, and even if you did, that wouldn't be the best, because you still wouldn't be able to move blazes, because the blazes would get damaged by water. And it's also difficult because it's the nether, it's not the best place to be, and you also have to build it in a very specific place if you want every single mob, because wither skeletons only spawn in the nether fortress, the corners, these corners, the corner right here, here, and I think, yeah, another one right there, and one at the end. Those are the only places that wither skeletons can spawn, so you have to be very particular where you build the farm. Yeah, so this farm is gonna be, it's gonna end up being, I should be able to get it done in this episode, but the you also have to perimeter out 128 by 128 block of space, and I've seen some people do it where they hollow it out. I'm gonna do that later in the series. I've also seen people do it where they use commands to hollow it out, which I'm not gonna do that this series because this is a completely 100% vanilla series, no cheating whatsoever. So that's why. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna actually start off right now. I'll do a pattern and then come back and kind of show you the pattern, and then I'll just go on my own. So I need about a stack of those. I'm gonna need more cobblestone. Yeah, that'll be fine. And yeah, so yeah, let me kind of get the pattern down. So I think I'll probably need more of these. I'm trying to remember the pattern. Okay, yeah, let me just get this pattern down, and then I'll come back and show you where I am. Alright, this is the pattern. I'm just going to repeat this. It's about 500 blocks, which sounds bad, but, I mean, it is pretty bad, but, it shouldn't be too bad. It's looking a little flat right now, but I still don't have all the detail in. I still need glass panes running all the way, along this wall, which is going to keep my boat in place, because I'm going to use ice paths, which are extremely fast with boats, if you didn't know. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of grind through this. It should be pretty simple, just tedious. So I'm going to go, and there is a nether fortress that I have my eye on, that is the one I'm going to build on. So yeah, I am going to just make this and come back when it is all completed, because I kind of want to get this done in one episode. Not this nether tunnel, this entire project, which it may take 1.5 episodes. But anyways, let me just continue on. Alrighty, that took a lot longer than I would have liked it to. So I'll show you what I did, except let me check out my packed ice situation. Packed ice, I think. Yeah, I'm unloading some. I'm unloading a shulker box. Oh, nope, that finished unloading. Okay, so, yes, there may be some packed ice in my storage room. I've been getting these weird lag spikes. I'm not sure what it's from, but just realized, alright, so many torches in this area. I need to either use glowstone or find some way else to light it up. But let me grab some packed ice, because this is going to require a ton of packed ice. And if I don't have packed ice, well then I'm going to have to go with plan B, which is just go mine up more packed ice. Didn't really think that through, but here we go. I mean, that could be better. 4 stacks. How many do I need? Let me actually, I may actually go check how many I'll need, because I'm going to do 3 layers. You know, this may be enough, because 1, 2, this may be enough. Let me go check how many I need. Alright, I just checked, and no, it was way off. I need about 2 stacks of ice, 4 stacks of ice per layer, and I want 3 layers, so this is enough for about 1 layer, so I'm gonna have to go and collect some packed ice. And I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oop, nope, don't want to die. Okay. I don't know if I've ever showed where I get my packed ice from, but it is a little, what did I just throw out? Arrows, I need those. It is a, what biome is it? It's like a ice spikes or something. Wow, that lined up to a stack perfectly. So I'm gonna go get some ice, but I need some rockets, or I'm gonna go falling out of the sky. So I think this should be enough, and because I like to do flight duration 3 because I can. So here it is and completed. So it's a repeating pattern, and then here it kind of goes underground, and then it comes out through here, and now you're kind of zooming along. The reason I have, two reasons I have rails here is one, zombie pigmen can't spawn, and that is because if I run into a zombie pigman, it's going to stop my minecart like in an instant. And the second reason is whenever I get to building the farm, no mobs will be able, oh, what's happening? Oh, this glitch is still here. No mobs will be able to spawn, which means that my mob farm will be more efficient, and that will be the case for this episode. So I hope I can get this done in this episode, but at this rate, it's looking like it may take 2 episodes. Even if I do finish it in 2 episodes, it's not going to be completely finished because I still would have to do the perimeter out. But the nether fortress I have, I specifically chose that one because it is in the middle of nowhere. So I'm gonna go get some more ice. Yeah, an ice spikes biome. So I'm gonna go get some more ice at these coordinates. So I will be back. Alright, if you didn't know, this is where I get all my ice. Whoops. This is where I get all my ice. I was actually kind of hoping there would be snow here, but I may have to actually make a snow golem and just harvest it then. Oop. Yeah, I'm getting this. Oh wait, maybe this isn't lag. Nope, this is lag. Weird, I'm getting this weird kind of like jitter lag. So I'm not sure what this is all about, but this is a very large ice spikes biome, so this should hopefully last me for a decently long time. Whenever I was preparing for this episode, I had to find a mesa, and that was a task. It was like 8,000 blocks away, which may not seem bad, but it was horrible to get to. And then there was also like an ice spikes biome, like 1,000 blocks away from that. So if I did ever make another tunnel to that, maybe it wasn't 8,000 blocks away. If it was 8,000 blocks away, that wouldn't be bad to dig to. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna collect some of this up, get some, this is the saddest sight, because this is where I usually get my ice from, and there's this sad polar bear that's stuck in the middle on a floating iceberg, but alright, so I have all three platforms built, so this is going to be the spawning space, and as you can see at the moment, nothing's really spawning here, and that is because they can spawn over there. There's no real reason that they would be forced. As you can see, there is some spawning, but not enough, and obviously I'm not going to be killing them manually. Well, I'm going to be killing them manually, but I'm not going to be on these platforms. They're going to be pushed down. So now what I have to do is just place down 2 snow layers on each of these blue ice, and that's because no magma cubes spawn, because magma cubes are different sizes, and it would just mess up the system if a big magma cube got stuck, because then that would use up spawning spaces and whatnot. So I am going to need actually more snow. I've gone back and forth to my base more times because I guess I didn't come prepared enough, because I ran out of ice. Probably gonna run out of snow layers, except that's fine because I have a snow golem at my base. So yeah, let me do this and then I will come back with the next step. Alright, so I just cleared out 5 blocks in each direction from the actual spawning platform, just so I'll have a little bit more room to put in the slime block flying machines, but this is what it's looking like so far. These are the 3 spawning platforms at the where the skeletons are going to spawn on, and it is looking pretty good, I think. So next is, you can see blazes are spawning, which is good. Oh my gosh. I definitely need to cover this up because this is chaos. So what I'm gonna do actually, oh my gosh. Okay, let me despawn these because this is not gonna be fun if I keep getting damaged. There we go, and that should have despawned them all. Hopefully, yep, it did. There we go, and new ones should spawn. You can see that's perfect. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is perfect. You see how many spawned? That's exactly what I wanted to see. So this will work, except they can fall. Oop, see if I get a skull. Nope, no skulls. I have no arrows. That kind of stinks. Ooh, I got a ton of netherrack from clearing out 5 blocks in each direction. But let me see. So what I need to do is just do this, make a kind of circle or box this in, and do a layer of glass, a layer of can I not do that? Yeah, I can. Okay, a layer of glass, a layer of this terracotta, and then a layer of glass again. Alright, so I have this glass shell around it, so this is kind of how everything is enclosed. And I've also started working on the activation of the flying machines, the sweepers rather, that are gonna sweep the mobs down. And I think I have the first. Oh my gosh, how did this one get over here? I'm not sure how that got over here, but the sweepers are gonna go. So if I activate this, I should see. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna place a glass block here, or a netherrack block there, and a netherrack block there. And that's just so I can make sure that everything fired correctly. So if I power this, let me pick up this. Yep, if I power this, you see, okay, good, that fired, that pushed out, and that pushed out. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I have to build this on the 2 other layers, and then they'll all be chained together with this torch. Yeah, that doesn't update it. Then they'll all be chained together with redstone torches, and that will activate the sweepers. Oop, getting fired at. So I'm gonna build this on the other 2 layers. Alright, so I don't really remember where I left off, but I've been doing a little more work on this, and I have the return stations, the toggleable return stations hooked up, and the automatic ones. So these ones, no matter what, it's always going to get sent back to here, but this area is going to be where you decide if you want it to be on a loop or just once. So I also added these, which improve rates. I did 4 for the first one and then did 2 for the other 2. It's just for efficiency. So now I think I'm gonna do the wire up the return stations and add the flying machines, and then all that'll be left is the killing chamber. So I am going to do that. Alright, so I have this glass shell around it, so this is kind of how everything is enclosed. And I've also started working on the activation of the flying machines, the sweepers rather, that are gonna sweep the mobs down. And I think I have the first. Oh my gosh, how did this one get over here? I'm not sure how that got over here, but the sweepers are gonna go. So if I activate this, I should see. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna place a glass block here, or a netherrack block there, and a netherrack block there. And that's just so I can make sure that everything fired correctly. So if I power this, let me pick up this. Yep, if I power this, you see, okay, good, that fired, that pushed out, and that pushed out. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I have to build this on the 2 other layers, and then they'll all be chained together with this torch. Yeah, that doesn't update it. Then they'll all be chained together with redstone torches, and that will activate the sweepers. Oop, game fired at. So I'm gonna build this on the other 2 layers. Alright, so I don't really remember where I left off, but I've been doing a little more work on this, and I have the return stations, the toggleable return stations hooked up, and the automatic ones. So these ones, no matter what, it's always going to get sent back to here, but this area is going to be where you decide if you want it to be on a loop or just once. So I also added these, which improve rates. I did 4 for the first one and then did 2 for the other 2. It's just for efficiency. So now I think I'm gonna do the wire up the return stations and add the flying machines, and then all that'll be left is the killing chamber. So I am going to do that. Alright, so this is a little bit of time has passed. I've got the flying machines in and they're working. Pretty much everything is going pretty well. Let me not die here. Ooh, that was too close. So, let me get to a good place so I can show what's going on here. So what I have here is this is going up to activate the flying machines. Oh my gosh. No. Ooh. Oh no. How much is left on this weather effect? Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, I need to get out of here. I'm gonna get... I think there are no more weather skeletons, hopefully. Nope, there is one. Get out. I have legs. Okay, there you go. Oop. Okay, so you see that blaze fell, and where I am at this... Ooh. Oh my gosh, I am like... Oh my gosh, I am so close to dying. I do not like this place. So you see something just fell. So I have the pushers that will push it into the final 1x1, and I have the pushers that will push it into the 1x, or the, technically it's a 1x, like, what would it be, 16 or something, but that's in 2 parts. So now all I have to do is make the pushers that will push everything into that 1x3 area that will then get pushed down into a 1x1. So I'm going to deactivate this, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to get some arrows first. Alright, I have the sweepers that will sweep the mobs into the final 1x3 area, and a bed got destroyed. Not sure where that went, except I'm pretty sure I brought an extra bed. No, I didn't. Gosh. I did bring an extra resources to make another bed. So I'm gonna do that, and also the killing platform needs to be in the lava. Well, it's below the surface of the lava, so I have to quarry out a big area, and then I'll start on the killing platform. And once that's done, or the killing section, once that's done, I'll technically be done, but I'll probably build a sorter system for it, because I'll make it look quite nice. And then that's basically it. Yeah, let me do this. Alright, so this farm in its simplest form is completed, and I think this is going to be it for this episode, because I've spent way too much time on this episode. But if I come down here and flick the lever, everything's going to get kicked into action. You can see the flying machine sweepers come across, pushing the mobs into a little area. There may not even be any, because yeah, I don't even think there are any in there. That is because there is so many other spawning spaces that mobs could spawn in. So the chances of a mob spawning in here are no greater than out there. So what I have to do is mob proof this area, and that means put a bunch of slabs or lava buckets, or just make this area so no mobs can spawn. And I think I'm going to do that in between episodes. The next episode is going to be kind of making the sorter for this, kind of rounding the edges off of this project. But in between episodes, I'm gonna try to do some work on making the area more spawn proof. So yeah, actually, I think I'll end that with this episode. Thank you very much for watching episode, what is this, 33 of Minecraft Survival. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button down below, and goodbye.